front camera. Hello everyone, welcome. We're test streaming here, changing a bunch of things, have a lot of voice commands going on, so be patient with us. And what we're testing out here is we're doing partly tech testing, but we're also practicing a class that we're going to have with in-person students tomorrow night. So join along for the ride, and it won't be completely smooth. We're still working it out, but we're going to work through the whole class. So if you want to follow along, you can as well. That's it. Let's go ahead and start the class.
Hello everyone, my name is Nancy.
And I'm Dave.
And we will guide you through a vinyasa slow flow of the moon salutation, Chandra, Namaskar. And before we begin, when the person who is not teaching will be showing the block modifications, which we highly recommend if you need it,
Or straps.
as well as the straps. And we will always talk about the triple S. So you can turn around. So you want your skull, your scapula, which are your shoulder blades, and your sacrum, which is that flat bony part at the base of your spine. You want those all in alignment and neutral, if possible. So let's get seated. You can have a soft gaze at the ground or close your eyes. Moon Song 1. Resting on your thighs. Coming into your breath, letting go of what you did earlier today, as well as releasing any thoughts of what you have to do after this class is over. Just coming to the present moment. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Inhale, exhale, side out. Deeply through your nose. Exhale, side out. Inhale slowly for Om. If you have an intention for this class, please set your sankalpa now. Now you can gently open your eyes, and we'll start a pranayama breath practice called Anulom Vilom. And this is a precursor to Nadi Shodhana. Now both of these are alternate nostril breathing, but Anulom Vilom does not have breath retention. So for this, continue like this on your own, doing Anulom Vilom activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest mode, relieving any anxiety and stress that may be in your body or in your mind. It also balances the left and right hemispheres of your brain, removing any mental clutter so that you can stay focused and present. And when you do this, you should go at your own pace with your inhales and exhales. Nothing should be forced here. If you get dizzy or lightheaded, or you have extreme clogged nostrils, just come back to your normal breath. And just go like this in silence for a few more moments. Okay, I'm going to interrupt Dave. Moon Song 1.
We're already on Moon Song 1.
I don't hear it.
Yeah, you won't hear it.
Oh, okay, my bad. So the song has been playing. Okay, keep going with your alternate nostril breathing. Now you can release your right hand down into Chin Mudra with your other hand and just come back to your normal breathing. Notice the subtle effects of this pranayama practice in your body and in your mind. Now you can keep your eyes closed if you'd like. I will talk about the third of the 5 niyamas from Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. And again, niyamas are personal observances that we should follow. And the third one is called tapas, which means austerity. And I'll be reading from the textbook Ashtanga Yoga, Practice and Philosophy by Gregor Maley. From chapter 2.43, he says, tapas, like yoga, is the system of psychotechnology, but it's even older than yoga. It developed out of shamanism. The tapasvin practice extreme forms of asceticism to achieve supernatural powers, siddhis, which are also called perfections. Perfections of the senses are clairvoyance, the ability to read other people's thoughts, the divine ear, the magic touch, and so on. We are told here that the practice of tapas will produce such powers. For the yogi, however, the powers are not an end in themselves. As in the case for many tapasvins, those who exclusively practice tapas and not yoga. After the veil of the impurities of greed, envy, hatred, and so on has been removed, the yogi uses the strength gained to obtain knowledge of the self and thus become liberated from bondage. To desire superpowers will lead to bondage, just as does the desire for wealth, status, and the like. In yoga, tapas has not the same connotation as when it is practiced exclusively outside of the yogic context. In yoga, it refers to the ability to sustain our practice in the face of hardship. From this ability, great power arises. However, we need to be careful how we use this power. From a yogic viewpoint, the reason to practice tapas is only to remove the veil of the impurities to prepare us for the revelation of the light of the self. Any attachment to powers would cover the light with a new veil of ignorance. This is tapas for austerity. With that said, we will begin our warm-up with 5 rounds of the moon salutation. So,
Now we switch, right?
yeah, hold on, let me just write 9 minutes.
Moon Song 2. I caught it first time.
So, okay, remove the block if coming to the trees, and we will be mirroring.
Corner camera. We're gonna need to go there.
So just
Corner camera. Yeah, they caught it. So am I doing it?
go.
So let's switch places because it
Okay, go.
catches. So inhale, arms up, hands up, look up. Virabhadrasana, maybe a little back bend here. And then exhale, side bend to the right. Engage the glutes, pull the belly in, inhale up. And then exhale, step that left foot out and then bring the elbows and the knees into a bend here. As you exhale, pull the belly up and in, ribs in and down, contain your core, no banana backs here. And then inhale up into a star here. Pivot the left toes towards the side of the mat, right toes towards the front of the mat, looking out over the front fingertips. And then exhale that right hand down into the inside of the right foot into your triangle pose here. Trikonasana. If you're collapsing forward, you probably need a block like Nancy. Can be up on the highest setting as well. Inhale here, and then exhale the hands down on each side of the front foot. That back foot pivots forward. You're up on the ball of the foot on the left, and then exhale that left heel down as you straighten the right leg. Hands can be on blocks here. Should feel a nice hamstring stretch in your right leg here. Make it feel good. On your exhale, pull your belly up and in, and let your chest come closer to your thigh. Inhale here, half lift, and then exhale that left knee down to the mat. We're in 90-90. Inhale the arms up towards the sky here. Exhale, pull that belly up and in, engage that left glute. Really engage everything here like you're reaching for something high. And then exhale those hands down facing the side of the mat, side by side now, and then pivot the feet to face the side of the mat. And we're a high lunge with our right leg bent here. You should have your torso parallel to the mat below you here. Inhale here, and then exhale. Let's step our hands to the middle of the mat, and then step our right foot to meet the left. And then inhale our left foot out to the other side. Have our hands come to meet it. We're in a high lunge now in the left leg bending. And then inhale, pivot on the feet. Hands come to each side of the front foot. And then exhale down to that right knee now. Inhaling the arms up to the sky. Engaging that right glute as you pull your belly up and in here. And then exhale the hands down to the mat on each side. Inhaling that right knee up onto the ball of the right foot. Exhaling that right heel down as you straighten the left leg. Hands can be on blocks, TP fingers. Coming into Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose on this side. And then we're going to place our left hand on the inside of the left foot, pivot the right toes to the side of the mat, and then the right hand comes up towards the sky here. We're in triangle Trikonasana on this side, looking up. And then inhale our arms up to a T here, the toes pivot forward. And then exhale down into your goddess, knees and elbows bending here. Pull that belly up and in. And then inhale, arms come up, right foot steps to meet the left, look up. And then exhale, side bend to the left here, engage the glutes and the core. Inhale, back up, look up, reach, and then exhale, back down, and we finish the first round.
I'll switch positions, use the ones. Sorry.
You put them right
I didn't even. I'm sorry. We're going to keep switching like that.
traps for me.
Inhale, arms up, palms together. Exhale, side bend to the left, squeezing your glutes. Inhale, arms up, step your right foot out to the side. Exhaling into your goddess with cactus arms. Inhale, out to your star, palms are down. Pivot your right foot in, pointing your left toes to the back side of the mat. Exhale, left hand down on the block or the mat. Inhaling, looking up at your outstretched fingers in your triangle, Trikonasana. Exhale, plant your hands on the back side of the mat around the foot. Pivot that back foot to face the back of the mat. Folding forward over that front leg. Both legs are straight in Parsvottanasana, pyramid. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, drop that right knee down, keeping that toe tucked. Inhale, arms up, 90-90 lunge. Modified Anjaneyasana, squeezing that right glute. Exhale, plant your hands on the inside of the mat, facing the side of the mat, and turn to face the side as you do a high side lunge on the left side here. And then walk your hands to the center of the mat, or with the blocks, step your left foot to meet the right, step your right foot to the right side of the mat, walk your hands over, bending tucking the right knee in this high skandasana here. And then turn to face the front of the mat now, and then drop that left knee down, keeping that toe tucked. Inhale, arms up in this modified Anjaneyasana, squeezing that left glute. Exhale, plant your hands on the block or the mat, lift the back heel up, knee up, heel comes down, folding forward into your Parsvatanasana, pyramid pose. And then pivot that left foot to be parallel to the short side of the mat, place the right foot on the inside of the right leg. Inhaling, left arm up into triangle pose, Trikonasana. And then inhale up into your star, palms are down. Exhale into your goddess, making sure your knees are open, shoulders away from the ears. And then inhaling, step your left foot to meet the right palms together, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, side bend to the right, squeezing your glutes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down in Tadasana. And Dave will do round 3.
So same thing, inhale, arms up, hands up, look up. Exhale, side bend to the right here. Inhale up, step that left leg out, coming into goddess. Inhale up into the star, pivot the left toes, right toes come forward. Exhale the hand down into Trikonasana triangle here, go a little faster maybe. Inhale here, and then exhale the hands down beside the feet, pivot the back foot, exhale the back heel down to the mat, straightening that right leg, nice hamstring stretch, Parsvatanasana. Inhale, half lift, exhale down to the knee, left knee, inhale up, 90-90 here, engage the left glute. And then exhale the hands down to the side of the mat, pivoting to the side, coming into this right side lunge here. And then inhale the hands at the center of the mat, right foot meets the left foot steps out to the side, hands come to meet. Inhale here, and then exhale, bend into that left knee. Then inhale, pivot, hands come outside the feet, on the ball of the right toe, exhale the right knee down to the mat. Inhale the arms up to the sky here. Exhale the hands down now. Inhale that right knee up onto the ball of the right foot, lowering the right heel as you straighten the left leg. Parsvatanasana. Then pivot those right toes out to the side of the mat. Left hand comes on the inside of the left foot. Right hand reaches up to the sky. Trikonasana on this side. Inhale up, the toes come forward. Exhaling, the knees bend, elbows bend. Goddess pulling the core in. And then inhale, arms go up, right meets the left foot. And then exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale back up. And exhale back down. Round 4.
Okay. Inhale, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, side bend to the left, squeezing your glutes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step your right foot out. Exhaling your arms down into goddess. Inhale into star, Utthita Tadasana. Pivot that right foot in, pointing the left toes to the back of the mat. Exhaling the left hand down and looking up into your Trikonasana triangle. And then exhale your hands to the back of the mat around that foot. Pivot that back foot and folding forward over both straight legs in Parsvatanasana pyramid. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, drop that right knee down, keeping that toe tucked. Inhale, arms up, modified Anjaneyasana, squeezing this glute. Exhale, plant your hands on the inside of the mat and pivot to face the side of the mat and come into a high lunge or a low skandasana, squatting over that left knee. Inhale, lift your hip up, walk your hands to the center of the mat, step your left foot to the right, step your right foot to the right side of the mat, walk your hands to the side, coming into this high side lunge or low skandasana, squatting over the left knee. Inhale, lift your hip up, turn to face the back of the mat, and then exhale, lower that left knee down, keeping that toe tucked. Inhale, arms up, modified Anjaneyasana, squeezing this glute. Exhale, plant your hands down, lifting that back knee up, and then lowering that back heel down, folding forward into your Parsvatanasana pyramid. And then pivot that left foot to the short side of the mat, plant your right hand on the inside of that foot. Inhale your left arm up, Trikonasana, triangle pose. And then inhale up into your star, Utthita Tadasana. Exhale into goddess. And then inhaling, step your left foot to meet the right palms together. Exhale, side bend to the right, legs, squeezing your glutes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. And now Dave will do the final round. Right? Go like faster.
So inhale, arms up. Look up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale up. Step the left foot out, coming into goddess. Exhale, inhale up into the star. Left toes pivot, right toes come to the front. Exhale, the right hand down. Trikonasana on this side, trying to stack the shoulders here. And then exhale, the hands down on each side. Left foot pivots. Exhale, the Parsvottanasana pyramid. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, that left knee down. Inhale, the arms up. And then exhale, the hands down to the side of the mat. Toes pivot to meet the side here. We're in the right side lunge here. Maybe you come down to the Skandasana. Are we adding anything?
No.
No.
No,
And then inhale up. Stepping the hands to the center. Right comes to meet the left. Left foot steps out. Hands come to meet it. Inhale here. Exhale, maybe you come down into the Skandasana on the left heel here. Inhale up, pivoting towards the back of the mat. Exhale down to the right knee. Inhale the arms up. Engage the right glute. Exhale the hands down. Inhale the knee up. Drop the right heel down. Straighten the left leg. Then pivot the right toes out. Left hand comes inside the left foot. Right hand goes up. Trikonasana on this side. Inhale up. Exhale, coming down into your goddess. Pull that belly in. Engage everything here, and then inhale, arms come up, right steps to meet the left. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale up, and exhale back down. And we've gone through our Chandra Namaskars 5 times. Great job. A little faster there.
You already changed the song?
To the second one, yeah.
Okay. So, okay, I'm gonna have to look at this. So we're over here still
Okay.
with the blocks. You gotta take the blocks. So, inhale, arms up into Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, step your right foot out, coming into our goddess again. And from here, inhaling, straighten your legs, hands on your hips. Now this time, get to the center of your mat and make your feet a lot wider, coming towards the edge here. Feet are parallel to each other. You may want your block in front of your head here. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward. Hands should be in line with your feet if possible. They can be on blocks. Or as you keep folding forward, maybe your head comes on a block or the mat. This is intense side stretch, Prasarita Padottanasana. And breathe. Inhale, lift your torso halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands on your hips. Inhale, coming back up. This time, clasp your hands behind you, extending your legs down, or extending your arms down. Inhaling, look up. Exhaling, hinge at the hips, folding forward. Head can come on a block. Or maybe your head comes towards the ground. And maybe as you inhale, your clasped hands come up towards the sky. And as you exhale, maybe your clasped hands come down behind you towards the ground. Just go to your own degree here and breathe. Trying to keep your feet parallel to each other. And then from here, lift your torso up, plant your hands now onto the, plant your hands to the right, in front of the right foot, facing the top of the mat here, and then really push off those hands as you lean into your left hip. Keeping your legs straight, you should feel a nice side stretch here on your left. And then walk your hands to the center, and now walk your hands to the left, in front of the left foot, but facing your fingers to the back of the mat. And pressing your hands into the mat, pushing it away as you lean towards your right hip this time.
I love to stretch.
You should feel a nice stretch on your whole right side body here. Breathing, you can let your head hang. And now what you're going to do is, if you have it, I don't know, what's the mod? You should be showing the mods for people. because most people can't do this.
Do this.
Okay, now step your left foot to meet your right, coming into your down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. I'm not sure if we should be facing the back here, but we are. And from here, lifting your right leg up into a three-legged down dog. Maybe you do some ankle rolls, flex and point your feet. And then inhale up on the ball of that left foot, leaning forward. Step your right foot forward in between your hands. And staying on the ball of that back foot, we are in a runner's lunge. Utthita Ashwa Sanchalasana.
Whoa.
Now from here, place your hands on the inside of that foot, facing the trees, and turn to face the trees now. And coming into your high lunge or your skandasana here. And then that left foot is flexed, palms to heart center here. So are you going to show the mods, or are you just going to pretend? You should be showing the mods.
Show the mod.
And then
in one hand.
hands inside, and then from here, if you have it, you can stay here,
Such balance.
or you can drop your right palm down in front of that, inside of that right knee, and then as you push on that hand, lift your left arm up to the sky,
Lock here.
feeling this nice intense side stretch here in this squat. Now you can stay here, or the hardest option is to sit on your butt, keeping exactly where you're at, and then we're going to do a bind. If you have it, you can't do it, I don't think. Reaching your hands forward, getting nice and low. The lower you can get your right shoulder inside of that right knee, the better it is for the bind. Maybe you reach and wrap your right arm back, then you reach, wrap your left arm back. You can use your strap. We used to show the strap mod, and then you can either grab a strap behind you, your fingers, or you can grab the left wrist. And now if you're hunched forward here, inhaling, lift your torso up, gazing towards the sky.
We're looking in a certain direction.
Then you just look up, and then, or you can, if your neck is bothering you, just keep it neutral. And now we are walking to the other side here. Just stay there, just stay there. I'm gonna see how long this was. 6. 6. And then we're coming to the other side now. So from here, okay, if you've had the bind, release it. Lift your hip up, walk to the other side now, coming into your skandasana with the left knee bent or the high lunge. Can you show the modified version? Unless you just want to practice it, because we're going to have to show it.
You can do this too.
Oh, no, people can't do that.
Stay in.
People cannot do that.
Some
Anyway,
can.
I know, but
Yeah.
plant your left hand down in front of that left knee on the inside, flexing that right foot, staying on the ball of the left foot, and then inhale the right arm straight up. Maybe you gaze up,
This is on a block too. If you
or maybe you just look down. It's up to you. And then the other option is to sit your butt down.
No hand prayer.
Oh yeah, hand prayer. I thought I did the hand prayer. And then sit your butt down. I already did the hand thing. Sit your butt down. We're going to do the bind if you have it, or I'll stay in the other poses. Get yourself nice and low. The lower the left shoulder gets from that left knee, the easier to reach your left arm back. And then reach your right arm back. Maybe you grab the straps if you can't clasp your hands, or maybe you can grab your opposite wrist. And then maybe as you inhale, you get yourself nice and tall as you gaze up.
Are you supposed to
Keeping
kind of have
that-
a straight spine here? Or?
Keeping that right foot flexed as straight as you can. Now releasing that, plant your hands at the top of your mat and come back into you're going to use blocks. Coming into your runner's lunge. And then step your left foot to meet the right, coming into your down dog, and we'll do the other side.
It's really hard to do those on top blocks like that. It's easier here.
Now lift your left leg up. Ours is our right. Lift your left. We are mirroring, and then inhaling up. You can do some wrist ankle rolls in the other direction. flexing and pointing your feet. Inhale up on the ball of that foot, shifting your body weight forward. Step your left foot forward in between your hand, staying on the ball of that back foot. Maybe use your blocks. We are in this runner's lunge. And then exhale, plant your hands facing the side of the mat, turning around and coming back into your skandasana or high lunge if you have to. And this time, again, coming in hands in prayer, so your torso is up, right foot is flexed, staying on that ball of that foot, and your knee is more out towards the side, Dave, and not forward. And then from here, get into your chin mudra that we did earlier in our pranayama practice, index and thumb, and then extend your arms out. Your right arm is down and your left arm is up. No, other way, Dave, other way. And you gaze down, tucking your chin, looking at your right hand. This is a Chandra Bandha we're doing. And hold. And then exhale, hands to prayer. And then plant your hands down and up. Walk to the other side, doing it on the other side now. Coming in the low squat, hands to prayer here. Flexing that left foot, Dave. Staying in the ball of the right foot, opening up that right knee. And then get your chin mudra, extending your arms out. Right arm is down, left arm is up.
It's hard.
And then gaze at your left fingertips. Chandra Bandha, Chinla. And then plant your hands at the back of the mat, coming into your runner's lunge. Runner's lunge. And then step your right foot to meet the left in your down dog. And then from here, you can have soft knees. Walk your hands toward your feet or use your blocks. Hands can be resting on your blocks. Belly can be resting on your thighs. Hanging your head, maybe shake it out here. And then from here, make sure your feet are at least a hip width apart or a little bit wider because we're going to exhale, bending our knees, coming to our Malasana. You can sit on the block if you need to. And now, you want me to teach this part? I'll just keep teaching this part until this is over. Yeah?
I can do it. Why not?
Okay.
Just see.
So, from Malasana, we do in the air, balancing bound angle, okay?
Okay, so from your Malasana, wherever you're at here,
I'll use the
we're
blocks.
facing the back here though. That's kind of bad for this.
Wait. So we should be, we're
Should
back.
we reverse?
No, well,
After we do this, just turn around. Because everyone's gonna be they're facing the cinder block wall.
yeah.
And we're facing the
So we're
mirror.
in Malasana here. I don't know if I did this right even.
That's what I'm saying. We're reversed.
Anyway,
None of us would be facing.
everyone turn around and we come back from the side here. So we walk back to the side. Here. This somewhere here, you and I walk back to the top of her mats because now we're sideways. Not worth it, okay?
So
You know what I'm saying,
maybe
right?
we just do Malasana.
But I don't
there.
know if I did this right. Maybe I did the
We'll
flow
figure
wrong.
it out.
We
We'll figure it
they
out.
have to like,
I don't know.
that's gonna be a screwball thing if it's like,
Be all backwards
Yeah.
all the time and no one can see us. Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta figure that out. But anyway,
So-
just pretend whatever.
so okay, now
you
you
know.
turn around. So
Yeah.
you want to teach this part from here on?
I'll do it. So here, I need to be able to see it though. Okay.
It's gonna be like this.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are in Malasana.
So we're in Malasana. Just go ahead and sit down from Malasana on your glutes, and then pull the soles of the feet together and raise them up. Interlace the hands
I just be down here.
and wrap them around the toes, and see if you can come into this bound angle, but floating your feet off. If you can't,
I'll
it's
do
fine to just put your feet down on the ground. But if you can, do bound angle. Now don't crunch forward. See if you can come up and stack your triple S, your skull, scapula, and sacrum. Let's come back to the front camera for this. I think that's going to be a little better right now. Is it going to listen to me and come to the front camera?
Go on with this. I'll do the front camera.
Okay, so now we are in our bound angle here, all caught up. Try stacking that triple S here, and then we're going to come directly, if you can. If you can't, you can just put your feet down and then come up, but if you can, grab the outsides of your feet here, or maybe your yoga toes. It's up to you. I like the outsides of the feet. And then slowly, with control, come out into a straddle here. The feet are flexed.
What's the modified version?
Grabbing the outsides of the feet here. Coming into a nice straddle again, trying to stack your triple S, not crunching forward here. Make sure your core is engaged.
I gotta look this up.
Triple S here, and then from here, we're coming down to a straddle. Now, if you have it, some people can just roll straight down from here and land on their calves. For me, I always
Just
end up
don't teach
banging
it.
my heels. So
Just don't even say it since you
okay,
can't do it.
and then so I'm just gonna walk one foot down and then the other. And then just walk them back out to a straddle here. And now we're gonna do a straddle and forward fold. So inhale the arms up, stack that triple S, get up nice and tall here. Exhale out to a T, palms facing forward, and then exhale. Start to hinge from your hips, really hinge from the hips, keeping the chest proud here as long as you can. And maybe you stay here. Maybe your head comes to a block, maybe arms come in front of you like this to a block, wherever you wanna be. Maybe your arms come down to the mat like this. But if you haven't, maybe you just keep folding, and then when you get to the end, maybe your hands come to the outside of your feet. Maybe you then round your spine all the way down.
I think they had it where your hands are just in front of you.
Come to your own degree here.
This might be easy.
And breathe.
I don't know if that makes a difference if your hands had to be in front.
Then wherever you're at, inhale, half lift to look forward. And then exhale, release that pose. And we're going to come back into our straddle in the air. So you can just bring your feet together in the Baddha Konasana, grab the outsides of the feet.
Is this?
And then we're going to come back up into our straddle again here.
I gotta know the mod for this.
And then try to look up a little bit here. Not super high, but just to keep that nice triple S stack here. And then from here, we're going to do a vinyasa. So bring your feet back down and then cross the legs here in front of you and then roll forward until your palms touch. And then see if you can just step each foot back and come into a Phalakasana plank pose here.
I'm in the knee version.
Yeah, Nancy's on the knee version. That's the easiest. Are you gonna show this? Go ahead.
So you should say that Nancy's gonna show a modified chaturanga for those of you who want to do it.
I just did.
Oh, you did? Okay. So keeping your knees bent, bending your elbows so your pubic bone and ribs land, keeping your chest up here, hold here.
And then for anyone who wants to follow me, you would exhale down to a chaturanga here, holding this, untucking the toes, and then wherever you're at, you can inhale into a cobra,
Or baby cobra.
or maybe an upward facing dog if you want a little more tonight. And then from here, we're gonna tuck our toes and push back up into our downward facing dog here. And then we're gonna come to a flow through. So walk your hands back, walk back a little bit, and find your hands on blocks on the side of the mat. We're gonna do a flow through, aren't we?
So I'm going to show the easy version. If you want the easier version, you don't use blocks. You just bending your knees, drop your right hip down on the mat, and then just swing your legs out in front of you. That's the easy flow through it. And Dave will show the block.
Yeah.
With the blocks.
If you want to do it with the blocks, it's a little harder. You put the blocks, make sure there's room for your hips here.
It's just walking.
And then inhale up onto the balls of the feet, walk forward a little bit until your shoulders are stacked. And then right foot steps to the side, left foot steps to the side. The legs are crossed here. Exhale, come down, and then you can just go ahead and sit down on your glutes and extend your legs here. And that's a little bit more advanced flow through. And then,
Where are we? Hold on. Oh, we just did this, right?
Yeah.
36.
we're taking our times here.
Yeah, we're.
Okay, and from here, we're going to come into our Janu Shirshasana. So go ahead and bend the right knee, sole the foot, right foot comes to the inside of the left thigh here.
I guess I can do this.
And then try to square your shoulders towards the front of the mat. Left foot's flexed. Inhale the arms up, stacking your triple S. Exhale, arms out to a T. And then again, hinge forward to your own degree. Arms can come to blocks. They can come down. Your head can come to a block. or maybe you can do a bind like this, interlacing your fingers or grabbing the front toes, whatever you like here. Inhale, look up, and then exhale, fold forward. Maybe use the strap like Nancy's doing.
I don't know if people use the block.
Trying to center your shoulders over your leg here as you come down.
Do people use the block here?
You can on your arms, but no one ever really
Or on
does
your
it.
knee? I'm gonna do it on my knee.
And inhale, look up. Exhale, release that. And now we're gonna come into, I can't remember what this is
Half
called.
cow.
Half cow.
Half cow.
Okay, half cow. I thought this was called something else. So you're gonna lift your right knee and then grab the top of your right foot and just tuck it back behind by your glute here. And then you can put the block under your left hip if you like. And then I'm going to use the strap for this one because this one's tough for me. So you're going to go ahead and wrap it out around the front foot, or you can just grab your foot and then inhale, lift that foot up, trying to keep your triple S still in alignment here, looking forward. Try not to lean back or tuck your core here. Staying as straight as you can. You can bend your knee to your own degree though, whatever you need here. This is a tough pose. At least I'm tight in this pose anyway. Gomukhasana, and then exhale that back down and release. And then untuck that leg, bring it back out to the front. Then place your hands down underneath your shoulders here, fingers facing forward, and then ground the soles of the feet on the mat about hip width. And then we're going to inhale, pull the pelvis up into a tabletop here. Reverse tabletop, exhale down. Then inhale back up again.
Squeeze the glutes.
Exhale down.
I should say that.
Inhale, squeeze the glutes, pull the core in. Exhale down. And now last venture, you can do Nancy's same thing and we're going to hold it for just a bit, or you can extend your legs out for a little more.
This is easier.
Into Purvottanasana, feet together, toes pointed, and inhale up. And just hold this. You can either look forward or have your head slightly bent back, keeping that triple S in line, shoulders over wrists, as much as possible. And then exhale your hips back down, and we're through with that one. And now we're going to do a little bit of a Pilates roll down. So get your feet together, really dig your heels in. The more your knees are bent, the easier it is. Pace the hands straight out, reaching out, palms together, or you can hold the back of your knees like this, and then exhale, slowly start to roll down. One little vertebrae at a time until we make it all the way down. And then I'm not sure what we're doing here.
You're doing reverse pigeon, figure four.
Oh, right. Into the other one. Yeah. So then now we're going to do a figure four. So we're going to place the soles of our feet on the ground about a hip width apart here. Then you're going to raise up the right leg and stack the right ankle right above the left knee, or right below the left knee rather. And really flex that right foot and push that right knee towards the front. And then lift the left leg up. You can interlace your fingers around the thigh on the left leg, and then you can also push your elbow into that right thigh to get a nice stretch here.
Now
it's the figure four stretch.
Say this is an option. Say the harder option. You say stay here.
So you can stay here, or you can go into, is this Gomukhasana again?
This is half cow.
Gomukhasana or something?
Yeah, recline half cow.
So from here what you're going to do is release your hands, keep everything where it's at, and then just tuck your left foot towards the right glute and drop it to the floor as you let your left knee come to the mat and your right sole of the foot will ground into the floor.
Oh, you know what? You can put your knee.
Your right hip will tend to come up off the floor, and that's just fine. You want to really ground the sole of the right foot though. And I like, hands can stay in a V, you can come up the goalposts. I like to grab each elbow and really open up my chest here as well. This feels really
Can
good
you just
to me.
say maybe you can put a block under that left knee? I'm gonna look that up.
Under the left knee, yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna look that up, but I'm gonna write that down and look it up.
And breathe here.
I'm gonna find a
This
block.
is a really intense hip stretch, but it's really great.
And say, keep the sole of that right foot down. Try to keep the sole of the right foot down
You
as you
can
melt.
push the right knee out towards the front of the mat as well, and you'll get even more engagement here. And let's go ahead and release all that. We'll do the other side. So we'll inhale, bring that left knee.
No.
Oh wait, bring. I'm
Pilates
sorry.
roll up.
What?
Pilates
Oh.
roll up.
Oh, now we got to do the other side.
Yes,
So
Pilates
inhale.
roll up.
We skipped the Chandra Shirshasana. on
Yeah,
the
so
side
we'll
too.
do it again.
So inhale, we're going to do the Pilates roll up. Dig your heels in again. If you bend your knees, it's a little easier. Maybe you can grab the back of the thighs. If not, palms come straight up. And then inhale, tuck. And then slowly roll up until you're back in your seated position again. And we're going to do this whole sequence on the other side because I skipped it.
Let's just do
So
this
we're going to do
first.
Chandra Shirshasana. I'm
This is a little
pulling,
messy.
bending the left knee, pulling the sole of the foot into the thigh. It doesn't matter. We're just doing it in one long chain instead of
Okay,
the
just
other.
go.
And then we're going to inhale up, keeping that triple S in line. Exhale, hands off to the side, and then fold forward to your own degree. Maybe the head or hands come to blocks. Maybe use the strap here. Inhale, half lift, and then exhale, fold forward. And breathe, pulling the belly up and in as you sink into this. Then inhale, half lift. Exhale, release that. And now we're going to just pull up the left knee up, straight up, and then grab the top of the
Before
left
you do
foot
that, you
and
should
tuck
sit
it back
and sit.
behind the left glute there.
You're not going to say you can sit on the block
And you
first.
can sit on the block with the right hip if you need to as well. Let's go ahead and flex that right foot. And then I'm going to use the strap for this one. Around the right foot here. We're going to inhale, pull that up, trying to stay forward in a nice triple S alignment. Skull, scapula, and sacrum in line here if you can. Try not to fold or lean back as much as possible. You can bend your knee to your own degree here. Make it feel good. Find your edge. This is a tough pose for me. And then exhale this down. And then we're going to come back into that reverse tabletop. So untuck the leg. Soles of the feet come about hip width apart. Hands land below the shoulders in the back. Fingers forward and then inhale up. Engage the glutes and core. Exhale down. Inhale up. Core and glutes. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And now you have the option to stay here for the longer hold or come into Purvottanasana with the feet together, toes pointed and long.
Keep your knees together.
And breathe here.
Drawing your knees together.
Trying to keep that triple S in line as well. And then go ahead and exhale the hips down. And now we're going to go ahead and do our Pilates roll down. So dig in those heels. Arms come out. Exhale, slowly roll down with control. Then we're going to come into the figure four on this side. So the soles come, the feet come to the mat. Knees are about hip width apart. Then that left ankle stacks just below the left right knee. Flex that left foot. And then go ahead and lift up that right leg. Clasp the hands behind the thigh. Maybe push with the left elbow onto the thigh. And really feel a nice engagement here. I suggest you really flex your right foot and have full engagement in your calves and your foot on the right side. It really helps here to have everything stiff.
Both feet flexed?
Yeah, both feet should be really flexed here. It feels really good. And then from here we're going to come into that full cow.
Half cow.
Gomukhasana.
Gomukhasana.
We're going to release the hands, keep everything where it's at, and then take the left hand, take the top of the right foot, and then just tuck it over towards the left glute. And let it down, and then your right knee comes down to the mat, and then your left knee comes down, no, right knee comes down to the mat, left sole of the foot comes down to the mat, and we're in this half cow here.
I'm kind of doing this.
The left hip will come up off the mat, that's okay,
And
and then maybe your hands come to the goalpost, your arms, or maybe they grab each side of the elbow here. Opening up the chest here,
the ribs.
as you really ground that left sole into the mat, and then maybe push that left knee towards the front to get even deeper stretch. As that left hip slowly comes just a little bit by little bit closer down to the mat as you breathe. This is a really great hip opener. It's really tense. agree.
You're starting to whisper. Don't whisper. They're not going to be able to hear.
And then we'll go ahead and release all that, and we're just going to do one more move by putting the soles of the feet on the ground. Knees are about a hip width apart. Hands come down, palms on the ground in a V here, and then we're just going to push our pelvis up just a little bit. We're not going into a full shoulder bridge.
Yeah.
We're just lifting up just a bit.
Look, I changed
and
it.
then exhaling it down.
Lifting it up, arms up, and then arms back, and then lift a little bit higher, and then arms up and then down.
Okay.
Just a little flow. It's just going like this, basically.
And then we come into Shavasana, our final resting pose.
Yeah.
The legs splay open, the palms come towards the ceiling here. Breathing into this, just releasing all the physical activity we've done now, and equalizing your breath, calming our bodies. And now as we calm our bodies, let's go ahead and calm our minds as well. You notice that you're happening upon different thoughts. Just notice that you're having those thoughts, but then release them and let them go. Not finding any attachment here, and just letting them pass by.
So before you say that, I want to just read this.
So I won't say that.
No, say that. You do say that because I forgot this, so I'm just bringing it in now. Disciplined effort through steady practice. And through steady practice, I mean getting up early and continuing your practice despite whether you're bored or you say you're tired, and just staying committed even when your life may be chaotic or during difficult times. And we do this to burn off any impurities, which are also called kleshas, which are greed, envy, hatred, so on. This is tapas, the meaning of austerity for yogis. Okay, I forgot to say that earlier, so I just slipped that in.
So now, before we're going to bring you in with one bell into Shavasana, and we're going to come around and do some Shavasana touch assist. If you'd rather not be touched, just go ahead and place your hand on your heart or your belly, and we'll know not to touch you, and then we'll bring you back out of Shavasana with 3 bells.
No, you don't even have to say anything about the bells. They just know. I think people just know.
I think so. I'm not going to say anything anymore.
That's just extra talk. Okay. We're gonna
Top camera. Oh, we never changed the music. What is it?
Moon Song 3.
Moon Song 3. Top camera, Moon Song 3.
It takes a while.
It caught the song.
Can you do this?
Top camera. Oh, there it got it.
Yeah, it takes a while. You just gotta be patient. We have to redo this, like this is a mess. The way students are facing. I don't know if we're gonna have time for this.
past the third.
Is that okay? I turned my hands. I don't know if that was good. Should I not have turned my hands to the side like that? Did it feel okay? Okay.
Let's come back to the front camera, please. Front camera.
Gently start to take deeper full